Hey there, this lesson is on keys, tonalities, and scales, and finger trails, and there's all kinds of names for it, but it's all just one thing, and that is the collection of about 7 notes or so that every song is made up of. Each song has got its own collection of about 7 notes, and so you may have noticed if you've played a song before that usually whatever notes get used at the beginning, those notes get reused later on. And there are other notes that you stay away from completely. So like the song I was playing, you know, this one. This song isn't using any of the black notes at all anytime during the entire song, and these notes right here get used a whole lot, so these ones just get reused over and over and over. So this is called a key. It's this collection of notes. So first, let's talk about the key of C. Now this is great if you're, picking out a melody that's in the key of C, or if you just want to make up your own song and you want to make sure that the notes in there, if you want to make up a song that's, I don't know what that is, just made that up, but I know that I'm supposed to stay on all white keys and not hit any black notes, otherwise I get which sounds absolutely terrible. So these keys help keep all the notes that are supposed to go together. And the first one we're gonna take a look at is the key of C. So the key of C starts on the key of C. So you're gonna have to find the C key, which is the one, if you find any group of 2 black notes like these ones right here, find the note that's right below it, that's gonna be a C. Now, the key of C on piano is really super simple. It's just every single white key, like that, all the way back up to C. So you can see here on our little chart here that these notes right here are the ones that are in the key of C, and none of these black notes have I highlighted. So we're not using any of those at all. So it's just these ones right here. So that means a song like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, if we want to play that in the key of C, we're gonna use these notes right here. Usually when we're in the key of C, the songs start on C and usually they end on C. Sometimes that's not true, but usually you're gonna start and end on C. One that does not start on C is Mary Had a Little Lamb. Now this is the key of C, but you could see it started on this note right here, but it still ended on C. So if you're in the key of C, most likely you're gonna end on a C. But that's for the key of C. Now, let's take a look at a key like the next one up, the key of D flat. Now you can see this one is almost entirely black notes right here, right here. We just have one white note down here and one white note down there, and then we're back up to that black note up there. So this is the other key that I played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in at the beginning of the video, where we had one version had all white notes, and then one version had almost entirely black notes. So let's check this out. In order to play the key of D flat, we gotta find a D flat. That's the note that's the bottom one in a group of 2. So that note right there, we used that one a second ago to find the key of C, right? But now we're just gonna start there. So we're gonna play that note right there, and then that one right there is gonna be that note. And then we've got this F in here, so this one white note. So far we got that one, and that one, and that one. The 4th note in the scale is this black note up here, and then the 5th one is that one, and the 6th one is that one. So far it's using all the black notes. We got one more white note, and that's this C right here. A C is actually in the key of C, like we had before. It's also in the key of D flat. It's the 7th note in the key of D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're back up to here, and it just all starts back over again, right? So we can go from there and then go on up as far as we want. So we've got all of these notes right there. That is the key of D flat. Now here's how you're gonna use it. If you're making up a song in the key of D flat, just make sure you only use those notes. So there you go. So that's the song I just made up just now in the key of D flat, because I just stuck with those notes and it all sounds pretty good. But check this out. This is pretty cool. So if we want to play, for example, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in the key of D flat, we can go back to the key of C. Since we know it there, we could go, all right, well, it starts on the first note of the key, which is C, when we played it in C. And then we went up to this one. So it's this one is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th note in the key of C, right? So we're gonna go from the 1st note to the 5th note, and then we went to this one, that was the 6th note, and then we went back to the 5th one, and then we just walked straight down, staying inside the scale, until we got to this one. Here's what I did at the beginning of the video. So I started on D flat. I went, all right, I'm gonna stay inside the key of D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those Those are my 7 notes in the key of D flat, and then we're gonna start on the very first note, that's this one, and then we're gonna go up to the 5th note, because that's how Twinkle Twinkle Little Star went, right? So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5th note. That's gonna be the 6th note, and then it's gonna come back down there. It's gonna walk straight down the, well, let's try it. Here we go. So we're gonna start on 1, play a couple of those, and then a couple of the 5th notes, and then go up to the 6th note, and then back to the 5th note, and then just walk straight down, staying inside the scale. And it sounds just like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And we can do this in any key. Now, there's 12 keys. So the bad news is there's 12 keys. But the good news is there's only 12 keys. Like, there's an end to it. There's not 57 keys, so it could be worse. So you need to memorize these 12 keys. I'm going to show them to you really quickly here, but probably you just want to practice a couple of them to start out with and just get really used to them. And then you got time. You got time. There's only 12 of them. So, you know, do like 1 a month. You'll have it down in a year. That might sound like forever, but you'll have it down before you know it, actually. Here's the next key up. If we go one up from D flat, we have the key of D. So D looks like this. It's these 2 white notes, just like you have in your graph right here. These 2 white notes, and it goes up. The 3rd note is this one. So we're gonna go up there, and then it goes, these next 3 all in a row. 1, 2, 3. And then we've got this C sharp that's up here, right there, and then we're back to D. And if you play all those notes, that is the key of D. And yes, you could use this to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. If you play 1, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. This works with any song. If you just figure out where it is inside of the scale, what number it is inside of the scale, you can move it to any other key. So far we've played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in 3 keys. We played it starting off in C, then we played it in D flat, then we played it in D, right? And so let me show you the rest of these. I think you're getting the hang of this thing. So E flat, right? So that's like this note right here. Let's actually go down here and start down here. So this is an E flat. It's the top note of a group of 2 black notes. And so then we go from that one, we've got 2 white notes in a row. So that's the 2nd note and the 3rd note. The 4th and 5th are up here, so 4 and 5. And then 6 and 7 are back up to here. 6, 7, and then we're back up to E flat after that and just starts back over again all the way up there. So we've got these ones right here, and sure enough, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. There you go. So maybe you're wondering, what do the other keys look like? If so, here we go. E is, we got this thing right here. We're gonna start, of course, on an E and end on an E, just like that. So that's your E. That's your E. We've got 2 black notes up, 2 white notes down, 2 black notes up, and bam, that's your key of E. And of course, if we play 1, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, that is the key of E. Let's move on to our next one. This is the key of F. So it's gonna start on an F. It's just that next note up. And it's gonna end on an F, so that's our beginning and our ending notes. Now this one's pretty easy actually because it's almost all white notes. We just have this 1 B flat we gotta watch out for, and then the rest of them are all white notes here. So watch out for this note right here. We're not gonna play B. We don't play this one right here. We're gonna play this one instead. So we got that. So here we go. And if we played the 1, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, sure enough, sounds just like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Here we go. Here's another tough one, kind of. It's got a bunch of black notes in it. It's all 3 of these black notes. So all 3 of those just like that. And of course, it's gonna end on the note that it started on. So right there, that's the same note. We have both of these black notes as well. And then we've got 2 white notes. We're gonna play this one right here, and then this one right here. So we're gonna play that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and then that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And that is the key of G flat or F sharp. So if we play that, 1, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Sure enough, sounds just like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Time for our next one. This one is also pretty easy, mostly white notes. We just have this one black note at the end before we hit our final note, which is gonna be a G. A G is right here. It's right, like if you take the middle note in a group of 3 black notes and you drag down, you're gonna be on a G. So it's gonna begin and end right there. Watch out for the 7th note. This is the 7th note right here. It's a black note. Other than that, it's all white notes like that. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. Sure enough, there you go. Let's move on. We're almost done with these. This next one is A flat. So then we're gonna start on the middle note in a group of 3 black notes. We're gonna end on the same note, that A flat up there, and we're gonna have this pattern right here. Up, down briefly, up, 2 down, and then 1 up. So we got two up, and then 1 down, and then 2 up, and then 2 down, and then 1 up. So it looks like that right there. That's your key of A flat. Now if we play 1, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2. Sounds just like Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in the key of A flat, moving right along. This is the key of A. So it's just the next note up right there. We're gonna begin and end on an A. We've got this pattern right here. We got a little bump right there, and then we're gonna be down here for these 2. Then we're up here, got the big hill right there with 2 black notes, and then we're over to here. So this is, there you go. That is the key of A right there. And if you play 1, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, like magic, it's right there for you. Here we go. 2 left, and then we're done. This one right here is gonna start on a B flat, right there. It's gonna end on a B flat, right there. It's the top note of a group of 3 black notes. So that's our beginning and our ending. We've got 2 down, and then we've got 3 down with 1 black note in between. So we've got that one right there. We're gonna go up for these 2. Then we're gonna go down for these 2, C and D, and then up here to E flat, and then F, G, A, right there, and then we're back up to B flat. And song, 1, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 2. Like magic, there you go. So here, this last one, let's see if we can do this one without a chart. It's gonna begin and end on B. This is our last one, thanks for sticking with me. And we're gonna have all the black notes with this 1 white note, this E right here in the middle. So it's gonna go B, and then 2 black notes, E, 3 black notes, and end on B right there. So we're gonna have, and if we play 1, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 4, 4. No, I'm just kidding. That's not the last note. That's not actually 1. This is 1, 1, 5, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. So it did. It worked on every single one of the keys that we tried. We played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star in 12 different keys. Congratulations. Let me show you one last thing before we go here, because like I said, the bad news is there's 12 of these things, and you eventually are going to need to memorize all of these, but I can show you this thing right here. This chart is kind of popular in music. It's called the circle of fifths. We're not gonna worry about why it's called the circle of fifths right now. What you do need to know though is that all of these keys that are up here kind of towards the top-ish of this circle, those are all easier keys. The ones on this side are gonna have flats in them, so those are going to be black notes that we called flats earlier. And then these keys over here are going to have sharps in them, but not very many. Once you get down to like into this territory, these keys have a lot of them. So you might remember like when we played the key of G flat, for example, that one had just like a crazy number of black notes. So kind of tough. The key of B, that very, very last one that we did, was used every single black note there was with just a couple white notes in between. So these ones down here, probably the ones you don't want to start with. Those might be the ones you want to save for later. And then, you know, of course, the key of C, you already know the key of C, right? If you can do that, you can play the key of C. But maybe, you know, branch out and start working on the key of F and get really familiar with the key of F. Play a bunch of songs in the key of F, and then come over here and pick the key of G, and then maybe the key of B flat and D, and eventually in time, you know, work your way down towards the bottom of this circle. But anyway, there's your circle of fifths, and there's one way that you can use it. The easy keys are at the top, the tough keys are at the bottom. So good luck, have fun.